continue on with my Throne of Glass reread thoughts because like this video is so late even though I just finished this book, but I need to talk about what happens in the next 3 books and just some thoughts and feelings. So this is a continued on from the first video, and I will link the first video down below which discusses the first 4 books in the series if you want to hear some more of my thoughts. So I have read a little bit of Kingdom of Ash, but I won't be talking about Kingdom of Ash in this video. I'm actually filming a reading vlog and I just filmed a really great intro for that I think is actually quite funny, and hopefully you guys when it comes out will want to watch this video. But anyway, let's get into the video. But beforehand too, there will be spoilers, so if you've not read pretty much the first 7 of the Throne of Glass books, stay away from the video. Oh my god, I don't even know what to like talk about. Like I know what I want to talk about, but I don't have any like notes whatsoever, so it's gonna be like everywhere when I'm talking in this. But like I really did enjoy coming back into Queen of Shadows because like I mean with Heir of Fire we were away from so many of the dramas I feel that were a part of Reread and like the Valg and all that. So when we come back, and like this book I do feel like was kind of very boring because there was only like 2 major like battle-y type things, and that was getting Adian out and then fixing up magic and breaking the spell and everything. But it was kind of so much planning and just walking on rooftops and nothing really happening. I'm excited when Rowan came back into the story and he's there chilling, and like, you know, Aelin and Adian get to talk again, and you know, Nestrin's introduced, and then you know, I kind of get what people are saying with Chaol a little bit in this book here. I have to talk about Chaol first. Like I just have to, because like everyone hates Chaol because of how he treats Aelin in this book. But the thing is like, you know, she promised that she would wait for him and come back, and you know, I'd always choose you. So that was what he always thought that she was going to be like. And I understand that with Chaol, he's just trying to protect himself. His heart's been broken because he was like, okay, I'm in. And then she comes in and then he's like, what happened? And he's, you know, he gave up everything for her, and all the shit that's gone down has sort of happened because of her. And I'm just like, why is this happening to him? And you know, he's just trying to protect people, and he like feels like shit because he ran when Dorian got attacked and he was taken over by a Valg, and like Chaol is going through some stuff and people can get off his back about it, okay? And they need to read Tower of Dawn to understand what he's going through, because he has such a journey and he becomes a better person. Because like I mean, yeah, Chaol's not the best, and like yes, he did blindly follow the king, but I just don't like the hate that he gets because it wasn't really his fault, okay? I was so excited when Adian and Aelin got together, and I loved it at the start. He's just like, oh my god, it's my queen, like bless, I love you, and by the end of it he's like, get over here bitch. And I just love that. But like it's so sweet and like they're so together, but like I felt so bad when like Rowan comes in and like, I already did the blood oath bitch, and Rowan's like, what are you doing to me? Like we're meant to be like best friends and you just like attacked me, and I'm like, I'm meant to be fine but I'm not really fine, you know? I just love like the way that the dynamics too, and like with like Sandra, like I mean I really did not like her in Assassin's Blade, and when she comes storming in and she kills Arobin and she becomes a shapeshifter, and she's just so awesome, and she's just like feminist empowerment literally in Empire Storm. She's so amazing. Her character arc and development is so amazing, and Lysandra is like one of my favorite characters now. I do love the development of Manon as well, because like I mean in Heir of Fire it's more about her being introduced in the story, but then in Queen of Shadows she's really discovering how shit everything is, and how she really needs to like back off from being like this bloodthirsty witch, and like how much stuff that she goes through with the 13 and with Elid as well, because she's still stuck there, and Elid like doesn't really know what she's gonna do, because Elid actually gets introduced in book 4. She's not in book 3, because like I love Elid, like she was so amazing, and to find out that she's another surviving child of Terrasen. Oh my god, I don't know how to say it. I think Empire Storms might actually be my favourite of the series, because every character comes together. Like we have a big scene when everyone is there, and this is just like the Infinity War of a story, because you know, so many books we are following these characters, and then to finally be like, oh my god, this is like happening, like they are here, they are together, and shit's going down. I have to talk about it now, but I love Elid and Lorcan, and like I never would have thought that this would have been a match, because Elid gets away and she's going around, and then Lorcan finds her, and then they have this kind of like, you know, they'll stay together as long as she gives him information, then he'll protect her, and then they fall in love, and I just, oh god, I love it so much. And just like so sad that by the end of Empire of Storms like she hates him so much, and I'm just like, no, I can't deal. Like they are like my favorite ship pretty much, like literally. I love them so much. Just the way that she made him like more human, and I think that is literally amazing, and just he loves her and he wants to protect her so much, and I like, oh my god. Like Manon becoming like a part of the group and she went against her grandmother so that she could save Astrid, and the 13 got out, and she finds Dorian, and then they have all the kinky times, and it's just like, whoa, too much happening here. But I love that she like becomes on Team Good, and just how she develops throughout the series to becoming like a character that actually wants to help, and I'm just like here for it. I mean, the ending of Empire Storms is always gonna hurt because, like, I mean, she gets whipped and put into that box, and then you find out that Roman's her mate. And that's the funniest thing. From Queen of Shadows, there is seriously foreshadowing so much that they are mates. All of us would have been like, oh my god, well, he had Lyra, so it never seems possible that they could have been mates. So when you find out, and just seeing Rowan sitting on that beach being like, oh my god, like, my whole life is destroyed. Like, what do I do? Like, my wife is gone. Like, my wife, and, like, everything is going wrong. And, like, this is so sad too, because Adian's yelling at her because he's like, where are all our allies, Aelin? And then she brings in like the silent assassins, and she gets the Fae from her uncle's side. She gets Ansel, and there's just like, it all comes together, and I just can't even. And another thing right about that bloody fight with the boats. Maeve comes in with this armada, and for some reason she decides to make a third of her ships family of Rowan, so they're all Whitethorns, like as if they're not gonna fight to save their cousin, you know? Like, is she that stupid? Is this what she expected to happen, that it was a distraction and then she'd get her own forces? Because now they have Rowan's family fighting with Aelin and all that, even though Aylin's like in the box and she's like Gornsky with Karen, and I'm like, no, but like, just why would you bring Rowan's family? I just never ever got that. And then like you get to Tower of Dawn and you like, you know, don't see any of the other characters, you just see hear rumors about them, and that was so like heart-wrenching because it's just like, oh my god, they're in Skull's Bay, and then, you know, oh, they just had a fight with Maeve and Aylin's, you know, gone off and she's fine, and you just sit there like, ah, like she's not fine. But I do love this book so much, and to see Cale's like healing journey, like honestly rereading this, I was so excited with reading the last bit when Reread really goes in there and tries to heal him, and he finally accepts everything that he's gone through, and he becomes so much lighter. Like for him to see too that like with Aelin, like even though she wanted to be with Rowan, she waited until she could talk to Cale and end it with him officially. But with him and Nestrin, he just like kind of was like, nah, I'm gonna be with Urine. He didn't even wait, didn't even think, and he just finally understood how much of a shit bitch she is in that sense. Like how Dorian being taken wasn't his fault, even though he's broken promises to a king who was shit, he still has promises to uphold. And the way that like Urine and Cale fall in love started out with Urine hating him. Like Cale didn't really hate her, he was just a bit concerned about her hating him so much, but like their relationship development and just like, oh my god, I can't even, and like they are the best couple. I mean everyone's the best couple, but just like to have such a great romance, and like for her to be in the Assassin's Blade and then to come back into the story, and then to have Fulcane, who was in the Assassin's Blade because he was the merchant that sold the spider silk to Aelin, so then they'll meet up and Aelin's gonna be like, I know you, and hopefully they'll kill that spider that was like the silk for him, and then hopefully he will get back and he's Lysandra's uncle. Like everything is like linking up and it's crazy. Another thing right though is I actually loved Nestrin this time, because when I read this series the first time I didn't like her because I was like, oh my god, Cale has this chick on the side that he was sleeping with, like you're meant to be with Selena, like what are you doing? And then like I just didn't like her, and like when I read Tower of Dawn the first time, all of her chapters I was so bored. Like I didn't care that you found out that Maeve's Vow or that you're riding on these griffin looking things, like I didn't care. But now that I do like her, I was really behind her story and her development, and I mean she's so cool, and like her relationship with Sartak, like I actually love that so much now, and I just can't wait to see more of that in Kingdom of Ash, because I really do think they're a great couple, and like she's gonna be an empress now. Like look where you ended up, mate. Like it's amazing. These last books though, like because they do get bigger and bigger as you go through, that it's so crazy that like so much has been happening in this series. And like I mean I don't know why, like looking at a book 6-book series, I'll just be looking at like how can so much plot be happening in this whole entire series. I am so glad that I have done my rereads and I've completed the rereads, because now Kingdom of Ash isn't a reread because it's, you know, it came out a month ago and I need to read it. But I've just had so much fun at rereading this series and to experience all my characters again. I have reread the first 2 of the Akhdar series. I've not reread Akka War or Akka Fast because they're the most recent ones that I've read, but I probably will reread them sometime soon. Hopefully, I don't know. But I am just so glad that I have reread it, and this was just like a very quick thought process here because I didn't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to reflect on some like really awesome things. This is probably going to be like a really like very all over the place video, and I am sorry, but hopefully you enjoyed my video, and you know, thanks for watching guys. And I don't think there's anything else I want to mention, just you know that Elid is amazing and I love her. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you guys later.